What's going on, guys? I'm a little stuffy. My sinuses are wrecked. Weather's changing again. It's getting into the weather I like, where it's nice, cool, 60 degrees around most of the day, maybe high 70s, to where my house stays super cold for the most part, and I don't have to worry about, how hot it's going to be outside, and I can actually grill and enjoy my day. But I wanted to talk about Destiny, kind of what got me into it and why I stopped playing it. And I don't know if you've noticed when I stream or if I do videos, I have Destiny right here, and then I have my favorite character, which is Cayde. And if you don't know who Cayde is, he is a awesome, great character. I haven't played the new DLC because I'm kind of burnt out. I've been burnt out for a while. It's a great series. I liked it. I liked even the worst of it. I was there for the worst. I was there for the peak. And I just stopped now. It's coming to an end from what I understand, and no, I haven't been a part of it. Maybe I'll get talked into it one day, but as of right now, I just have no interest in trying to get back into it because there's just so much to do. And while still a fantastic game, yeah, what got me into it was just kind of it was luck. So I've talked about this on stream here and there. You know, I kind of traveled around for a little while in my early 20s, and while traveling, I ran across a family of like some really cool people, and I stayed with them. While I was staying with them for a little bit, all I had was a PS3, a small little TV, probably like 10 games, and that was like all I had for entertainment. And basically what happened while I was hanging out with the guy, he was like, "Hey, you should try Destiny." I didn't have a PS4. I was like, "Well, I can't. I don't have a PS4 yet." Once I saved up a little bit of money, and he talked me into it again, I was like, "All right, fine." So I bought a PS4, and literally asked at GameStop, "Hey, I want the PS4, I want Destiny, and I need whatever," because he said it was a free game. I said, "Well, there's a Lord of the Rings game that came out." He's like, "Yeah," so I got Shadow of Mordor. Two terrific picks, honestly, for my first games for PS4, because the offline, story-based Lord of the Rings game, Shadow of Mordor, was fantastic. I liked it. And then playing Destiny. Destiny was a game changer. It definitely brought me into like looter shooter more than Borderlands. It was just something that I was not prepared for mentally or at all. Because once I got into it and he started showing me the ropes, I started enjoying it. Now, first off, let me go ahead and say this. While making the character, it was completely coincidental. Now, Cayde ended up being my favorite. But I thought the Exo looked cool. And I was like, dude, Exos look awesome. He's like, yeah, go ahead and make it. So I made the Exo, and I was like, I'm going to be a hunter because they're squishy, and, it's going to be a little bit more fast-paced. And I could probably, I'd probably enjoy being at a distance a little bit more. He said, sure. So he started kind of showing me some of the meta with it, and I started playing around, tinkering. Now, I didn't get to play it as much because I worked a lot. But once I actually got around, started enjoying. Well, then he started teaching me about a clan. He's like, hey, man, there's a clan I'm a part of. I don't know what a clan is. So sat down, explained that, got into the clan. And the clan was fantastic. Good, supportive people. They also did not just play Destiny, but our primary, because the name and everything, was primarily Destiny. Now, I don't even know if we had Discord yet, but I know we didn't use Discord at the time. But anyway, getting through all that, it was fantastic. I loved once we started doing raids, I mean, that was just a mind blower. I've never done it. Now, keep in mind, I've never done WoW, no online PvP games or PvE other than Call of Duty. So this is all new to me. And the fact that we're doing this as a first-person shooter and you're getting all this cool stuff, and I kid you not, I wish I could have any of my old clanmates here to verify this. My luck was fantastic. When it came to actually getting rare drops, I got some of the best weapons just because I was there. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I didn't play as much as them. These guys had probably as much time into this game, if not double, than what I just have in Call of Duty. And I would get some of the better weapons just because of the drop. My favorite one was Fatebringer. That was my favorite one in D1 because you shoot somebody in the head. If you were good enough, it would blow their head up, and then it would just pop, 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 just start blowing up everybody. And that was my favorite gun. So we kind of all fell off, stopped playing D1, and kind of separated. Well, then I get a call. They're like, "Hey, man, you need to play D2." It's like, no, I'm good. I don't want to play Destiny anymore, dude. I'm kind of burnt out. It's nothing but buy the new DLC, redo the metas, buy the new DLC, do the new metas. He's like, Cayde's gonna die. What? Yeah, Cayde's gonna die, man. I know you're a big fan. Like I said, I had all this already. Like this was already bought. Cayde was my favorite. Another buddy of mine actually gave me a little Cade figurine that stays on my desk. This right here, which actually I put back on the shelf, which he'll be going back up on the shelf. But a buddy gave me that just because I was a huge Cade fan. And he's like, yeah, man, he's going to die by, one of the, biggest people you hate. So I went, I bought it, I got the DLCs, I caught up, I, was leveling, grinding, getting all the gear, and getting ready to do, the story. Yeah, it was cool. I loved the introduction to Cade doing the prison escape scenes and stuff, where he's trying to kill everybody. I hated seeing when he got killed, but I liked his little saying. In fact, that was on my phone forever, was, say hi to your sister for me. I just thought it was hilarious. Or how's your sister doing? Whatever he said. And yeah, I thought that was a fantastic way to start this. It was really gripping to me. I liked it because I was such a Cade fan. And like I said, it was coincidental that, the character that I made was literally going to be, basically similar to the character I ended up liking for the whole game, for the whole series. And then, beat it. Kind of got done with it for a little bit, but I kept buying the new DLCs because me and this new clan, I just think we all kept playing. And to kind of bring that up, the new clan we had was a merge of our old clan, which ended up dwindling to like 20-something. And this clan that had the same issue, like I think they had some big numbers and started dwindling down. So the two heads of them decided to merge and put themselves both as, the head honchos. And then Discord had already been around, so I got a message saying, hey, you need to go to the Discord. And I said, well, y'all got to help me understand how to set this up. So I went through, set up Discord, and we started using Discord for a lot of the communication. So it always kept up with, when are we getting on? When are we doing this? When are we doing that? And that's where I kind of got put on the C squad of raids, because these guys could play during the week. I couldn't. I still really can't. I only could put in like 2 hours. But these guys would start up at like 5 o'clock. I couldn't start up at 5 o'clock realistically. So, getting off work at the time, I'd get off at like 6:30. There was no way I'm starting up. And then on the weekends, hardly any of them really played on the weekends except for like the C squad, which that would mean the two head honchos. You had the two heads would probably play with A and B, and then the second head, which was the guy that I was actually part of his clan on D1, would always help run B and C all the time. So he was A, B, and C. The other guy was primarily just A, and sometimes I'd be able to run with his B squad. But yeah, basically the puzzles were really cool. That's the only thing I really liked about the raids, because the final boss, while really cool, I struggled with because I would always end up, making a mistake. But after Last Wish raids and stuff, and pretty much all the stuff that came after that, I think the last one I played is when they started giving ghosts, or somehow the ghosts were being given to the Hive. I didn't see any, new enemies, which was a little bit of my problem. That was my personal issue because, like I said, the game's good. I'm not going to argue the game's good. I just didn't like that we never got really a new a new enemy. Like, you got a new variation of it. The Taken were really cool, but it was just a variation of, the enemies, which I didn't care too much for. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Clearly people like it. Clearly it sells. I was hoping for like another faction or something, another full enemy type, and it never came. I haven't played the final boss. I've seen some clips. It looks cool, but it's just not my cup of tea anymore. At some point, if I ever get drawn back into it, I might play it. But right now, I'm definitely deterred from playing it. But like I said, this is not me shitting on the game at all. This is still a good series. I loved it for many years. I mean, it's been around for over 10 years, I think, at this point. And it did good. I would hope that, when they make the next game, whatever they make, they could put a lot more into it to give you at least more than 3 factions or something. Now, I hope with their next endeavor, they'll do really good because, they do make good games. They made Halo. They made Destiny. And those are 2 really big franchises. Halo's still being made, by, I think, 343, whoever. I think that's who's making it now. And, well, even from the Xbox community, they've kind of missed it a little. I hope they can bring Halo back a little bit better. And I hope whatever the next game, which I haven't even looked, so this is me speaking ignorantly. I don't know if Bungie's even announced their next game or anything, because they're still doing Destiny at the moment, technically. It'd be really cool to see what their next endeavor is going to be, and I probably will jump on it as soon as they do it. as soon as it releases. But you know, unless they've been working on it the past 5 years, we probably won't see it for another 10. But hopefully it'll be really soon. Now, like I said, this is ignorant speaking. I have not looked into it. I'm just speaking just right off the cuff of how I just wanted to talk about Destiny in general. It just kind of started dying off to me when you started having to fight ghosts of you know, the Hive. That whole Hive DLC with that just really didn't click well with me. I know some people liked it. That's cool. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to shit on the game. It's just that part right there just wasn't it for me. I just didn't click. I didn't care for the bosses. I didn't care for the story. It just was like, it felt like it was just tacked on. Like, oh, here's a twist. Yeah, apparently, you know, the Guardians are not the only ones with ghosts now. Now, like I said, I didn't finish up. I didn't do the raid, so I don't know the full story. And if you don't know, a lot of the deep lore is in like Grimoire cards and stuff that you got to read. And a lot of lore is just putting together all these different things. It's not just the actual gameplay. It's not just cutscenes. There's a lot more lore to it. So I know I missed out on a lot of it. Usually my buddy would keep me up to date. And being that I dropped off of Destiny at that point in time, he had no reason to keep me up to date. He still sends me like screenshots of stuff and goofy glitches. And which I'm really cool with. It's, you know, I still look at him and go, yeah, I'm a little lost on Destiny and know what you're talking about. But that's really cool to know. But yeah, guys, that's about all I got to say. Y'all have a good one.